Hey folks, Hammeh here, how you doing? So the new Sombra patch is finally with us on live, and with that, new voice lines have come to the game. Now, I'm in the process of going through the sound files. I just wanted to quickly share with you some of the fun stuff I found there. We have added lines for the Halloween skins, like many people have been asking for, some interesting new audio cues, and a few more interesting bits and bobs. I'm going to quickly address the elephant in the room. Sombra's voice lines and interactions will come as a separate video, as soon as Sombra's interactions are actually in the game. I've got a bunch of half interactions right now, so I'd rather do a full vid rather than release 75% of one. In the meantime, here's a fun line to tide you over. Sombra already trolls the Skycode in one of her emotes, and she does actually have a voice line too.
Do you ever stop and just look up at the sky? I hear you can see all sorts of things.
Now, for those of you who don't know, the Skycode is a reference to the Sombra ARG. At one point, the puzzle solvers got very creative and on the wrong path. They saw was a graphical artifact in Dorado's sky, and they tried to make it into a code, decipher it, it even got made into a song, and Sombra really can't resist making fun of it. So, before the skin lines, a couple of interesting things. Now, Sombra actually has a couple of lines about placing a mine.
Mine deployed.
As we obviously know, Sombra doesn't place mines in the game right now, so maybe this is a relic from an earlier stage of her design. Perhaps she was placing mines rather than doing something to do with health packs. Interesting to find anyway. Who knows, maybe it will never be used. When I was poking around Sombra's lines as well, I also found this one that I'm going to highlight because I think it's a new audio cue.
I blew up the tire, if anyone was wondering.
Now note that Sombra talks about destroying the tyre. Junkrat has also got this line as well, and I think I found it for one more hero. All I can assume for the tyre is that this is a new audio cue that tells the team when Junkrat's tyre has been destroyed. That could be kind of useful. What do you reckon? I don't think it could be anything else. Okay, on to the Halloween skins. Now, folks asked after Junkenstein's revenge for Blizzard to pop their lines in for the new skins. Here's most of the lines for Witch Mercy, Junkenstein, and a few other fun ones I found. There's actually a whole other bunch of lines and chatter for Junkenstein's revenge, extra dialogue between McCree, 76, Anna, Hanso, and the bad guys, and other bits I don't think made to game. I'll save that for next Halloween perhaps, but I've dropped a couple of fun bits in here. Now, before her skin lines, Witch Mercy actually offers devil's bargains to all of the 4 heroes who are defending the castle. Here they are.
What would you give me were I to heal your arm, gunslinger? I could restore your sight. My price would only be a very small thing. You believe your brother is dead, Archer, but he lives. What if I gave you the chance to undo the choices you've made? Go, my servant, destroy them. Dr. Junkenstein, remember the price agreed upon.
Okay, time for her skin lines, which Mercy's actually got a whole chunk of cool lines in there that's replaced several of her normal voice lines as well.
Did someone call for a witch? I have empowered you. Mercy has been summoned. My servants never die. My healing spell is upon you. Casting a spell on you. My spell is still upon you. My damage spell is upon you. A dark power calls you forth. Those enchanted can never die. Superstition.
Here's what I've managed to find for Junkenstein so far. His ultimate makes it in there, and there are a few other fun ones in here that might not be tied to the skin, but are fun things I've never heard before from Junkenstein's revenge.
You're not laughing now, are you? And they said I was the mad one. Useless, he called my inventions. Not so useless now. Damn it. I'm on fire! Usually that would not be a good thing. Get ready for a shock! That must have been a real shock. I must return to my lab, but don't worry, I will return. Ladies and gentlemen, my latest creation! Life, do you hear me? Give my creation life!
The Reaper, well, he gets a couple of different lines. I've dropped in what I found here.
I will return. I will reap your soul. That's much better. This is not the end. It must have been the costume. The Reaper comes for your souls.
I'm alive. Come closer.
And while I was going through the Junkenstein lines again, I never heard McCree say this, but I can only assume it's a specific line for his ult in Junkenstein's revenge. Listen to the last word. Sound a bit different to you?
It's high moon.
Finally, while I was poking around, I found these for Winston's Undersea skin. Now I'm sure there are some more. I found them for McCree's Gambler skin, a bunch of other things, so it's basically just a question of me rounding them up. But here you go for now.
Excuse me for diving in. Feels like I have the bends.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this little voice line sharing and kind of news video, I guess. If you like this video, do throw it a like, subscribe, comment. Is there any voice lines, things you'd really love to see? Do let me know in the comments below as well. For my full hero lore, voice line and interactions videos, for most of Overwatch's heroes, do check the playlist here and all of my other lore videos in the links below. Big thanks to my Patreon supporters who are helping me out making these videos. If you'd like to support me from just $1 a month, do click through and check out my page here. You can get some sweet rewards too. Cheers for tuning in. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.